Hey friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Adrienne. This is my channel, Blessings for the Bards. I'm just going to be sharing with you guys a week worth of meals that I made for my family. So for Sunday, I didn't really feel like cooking, so I just whipped up something super quick and super simple, and that was some hamburger helper. I've been loving the cheesy ranch burger flavor, so that's what I decided to make. I just took the ground turkey, seasoned it up with some Kinder's caramelized onion, and added in some Kinder's buttery steakhouse, and added some onions and some garlic, and let that all cook together before I added in all the seasoning packets. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my meal plan, so make sure you stick around for that for those of you who were asking. But I'm just getting this all browned up, and as soon as it gets browned up, I'm just going to move on to adding in everything that comes in the hamburger helper packets. I usually make 2 boxes of hamburger helper. Even though it calls for 2 pounds of ground turkey, I only do 1 pound because I don't like a ton of meat. So we just do 1 pound of ground turkey, 2 boxes of hamburger helper, and then I kind of just eyeball how much milk and water I want to add. But if you don't really make this that often, then I recommend just following the directions on the back of the box. But for me, I just eyeball it, mix it all together, and get it, all good and tasting real good. So I'm just going to mix that all together, and then my son's helping me. He's adding in a lot of the ingredients. He always asks to help in the kitchen, and sometimes, since I'm always in such a rush, I always just tell him no, but I'm working on letting him help more often. And then there wasn't a lot of noodles in it, so I just added a little bit more penne noodles, and yeah, that works for us. And then to go along with this, I'm making some rolls, and so I'm just melting some butter with some garlic salt and some parsley. These dinner rolls I get from Sam's Club, like a 40 pack for like $9, and so I always pick these up every month because they go with so many meals. And I just rub those down, pop them in the oven, and then everything is ready. So this is what dinner looked like on Sunday. I will see you guys soon on Monday. Alright guys, so for Monday, I decided to make burgers and fries. So I have my burgers here, and then I have the fries as well. And I'm just going to spray down my pan with some cooking spray, and then I'm just going to add the fries on there. And then I usually spray the fries with the cooking spray and then add the salt. In my opinion, I feel like it makes the salt stick to the fries when I spray them with the oil, but I'm not really sure if that's true, but that's just how I do it. And then I'm just going to throw that into the oven at 375 and let those cook until they're done. And then I'm going to take that same cooking spray and spray down my griddle and add my burger patties to them as well. I cooked 5 burger patties. Even though my kids, like Jordan and Gianna, they share one, I always make an extra one because the way we do it in our family is I make extra of whatever we're having for dinner so that my husband can have it the next day for lunch. So I'm just laying those out, and I'm sprinkling them with some caramelized onion butter seasoning. And then I'm going to take some parchment paper and like smush them down, like smash them. I should get a smasher, but this works the same way too. So I just get the paper, smash it down, and then keep moving over to the next one, and then I start to cook them. I also wanted to caramelize some onions, and even though I didn't show it in this part, I also put some bacon in the oven as well. And then I'm just basically making a mess, flipping these burgers over, and yeah, they're coming out delicious. And this is how I always make them. Just add some cheese, I toast my bread, and then I add the caramelized onions, the bacon, and my fries with a little bit of barbecue sauce on the side. And that was dinner for Monday. Just some simple burgers and fries, which turned out really, really good. See you on Tuesday. All right, guys, please forgive me because it is Wednesday, meaning I skipped Tuesday. It was Jordan's birthday on Tuesday, and we also went and grabbed something to eat. So I didn't end up cooking dinner, but now it's Wednesday, and I'm going to be cooking steak, potatoes, and some corn. I already have the potatoes boiling. I basically take the skin off about 4 potatoes and then leave the skin on about 2 potatoes, and then I chop those up and get those boiling. And I'm also going to be making some dinner rolls with it as well, and just popping those in the oven. So I love eating steak, and I season it, which you can obviously tell, with my favorite seasoning, the buttery steakhouse, and also the caramelized onion butter. Those 2 are my favorite, and I let those 2 cook for a while the potatoes cook and while the corn cooks. I basically put butter inside of the corn. I put a little bit of seasoning inside the potatoes, and everything was good to go. This meal was so delicious. This is like one of my favorites. But I'm going to go ahead, now that the potatoes are done, I'm just going to pour it out. I added some heavy whipping cream, some butter, some milk, some salt, some pepper, and some Parmesan cheese into my potatoes, and then I just mashed them up all together, and everything came out super duper good. This was a great dinner. Like I said, I love eating steaks. I also put a bowl to the side to save for my husband for him to have for dinner, and then another bowl for him to have for lunch tomorrow. And then the kids, they ate something different, but typically when I cook, the kids usually eat whatever I cook, whatever me and my husband eat, my kids usually eat. But this was dinner for tonight, so I'll see you tomorrow. All right, guys, so today is Thursday, and even though I didn't feel like cooking, I decided to make some spaghetti. So I'm just taking some sausage and cutting that up, and then I'm also going to cut up some bacon, and I'm going to ground up some ground beef, or like brown up some ground beef for the spaghetti. Typically, I don't put bacon in the spaghetti, but I was like, let me just do it this time. If I would have had an Italian sausage unthawed, then I probably would have used Italian sausage, but I had bacon, and I was like being very I can't even think of the word, but I was being very curious and stuff, and decided to just go ahead and add the bacon into a pan and get that all fried up. And I'm using ground turkey. Again, I use ground turkey for pretty much everything. I have everything cooking in a pot of water boiling so that I can add in the spaghetti noodles. I'm going to add some onion to my ground turkey. I'm going to also add some garlic to my ground turkey. And once the bacon was cooked up a little bit, I went ahead and added in the sausage and just mix that around and let that fry up together. And I'm also going to be making some garlic bread. I typically don't buy garlic bread. So typically when I don't buy garlic bread, I just make it myself. But before I get to the garlic bread, I'm going to put the better than bouillon beef up into the ground turkey. The better than bouillon paste just has such good flavor, such good seasoning. So I like to add that into a lot of different stuff, especially soups. And then, I also added some of the caramelized onion butter that I use for pretty much everything into the ground turkey as well. And then I'm just going to drain the ground turkey. I'm going to drain the bacon and the sausage, and I'm going to add in my spaghetti noodles and just get those cooked up and start getting together the spaghetti sauce, letting that boil together, heating up the spaghetti sauce on the stove, and then adding it into the pot. As I said before, I'm going to make my own garlic bread, and the way that I do it is I take some mayonnaise and some garlic salt, and I just spread that over the bread. Please don't knock it until you try it. I remember one day I went to church and my deaconess made some bread, like some garlic bread, and I thought it was super duper good. And when I asked her how she made it, she said she used mayo and garlic salt or something like that, and it was super duper good. So this is the plate for today, and the last day that I'm going to film is Friday. See you soon. All right, guys, so for Friday we decided to get pizza from Sam's Club. This is going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave me a comment below and I'll continue to make more. See you guys soon.